Hi, this is Kathy Weymouth from Tune the Temple, and this is January of 2025. Happy New Year. I haven't posted in a while. I'm going to attempt to record a video while I walk. And this is beautiful Vermont. I'm going to turn around so you can see the walk and walk with me in this beautiful snow scene. Here's some snow piled up by the plow. When we were kids, it used to be a lot bigger than this because the temperatures were colder and we got more snow. But this is a nice amount of snow we've gotten. And we are under this mountain. I don't know if you can see it. Slightly to the right of the telephone pole, but electrical pole. I don't think you can actually see it. So anyway, let's walk while I talk. I've never done this, so let's see how this goes. So I listened to a podcast by Rob Dial, and I'm going to include the link below. And he was talking about tools that you can embrace and use to help reduce your daily stress. And I thought, well, I'll record this video after I go for my walk. And then I was like, wait, my video is talking about walking, so I might as well do it at the same time. So one of the best ways to reduce stress in your day is to actually go for a short walk, maybe a little bit brisk, but not super intense. And one of the important features is to take a look at what's going by you, like allowing yourself to look forward, and then what's in your peripheral vision, what's going through your eyes, will actually produce a change in your brain stress hormone called cortisol. So as you're walking, look forward. Try not to always look down at your feet, which I do a lot of, and take in the scenery. And he suggests no headphones, no music, just taking it in. And so cortisol, let me talk about cortisol for a sec. Cortisol is your primary brain stress hormone that, if you want to think of it, it's like the opposite of melatonin. It's the opposite of being sleepy. It provides you with alertness and like, don't rest, don't digest your food, just be alert. But the problem is cortisol can be elevated too long, and that causes a lot of problems, can potentially. So you want to have tools for reducing your stress. Boy, it's hard for me to walk and talk. It's making me more winded. So if you are walking in a forward motion with your eyes facing forward and allowing the scenery to go by your eyes, your cortisol levels will reduce. They're showing that it's about after 20 minutes of walking. Now, sometimes you might not have 20 minutes, so is it worth it? I would say definitely. And I want to talk about some of the other things that walking also does for you. Okay, let me get my little notes here, sorry. Oh, I know, a really big one. I'm trying to lower my blood sugar levels because I did cross over into pre-diabetic a few years back. And I've really taken it a little bit more seriously. And the thing that, of all the strategies I've tried, the thing that helps the most is to go for like at least a 10-minute walk after my meals or after dinner. So here I've just had breakfast. So here I am going for my walk. And this is going to really lower my blood sugar levels, prevent them from spiking, which can cause fatigue and other issues. So even a 10-minute walk is beneficial. But ideally, if you can get a 20-minute walk in when you're feeling stressed, if you could take a pause and go for a walk, you're going to find yourself feeling a lot better. Now, one of the things that was noted is it's much more beneficial if you can be outside in nature, amongst trees. Now look how fortunate I am, right? I don't know if you can see. Do you see that white line over there in the distance? That's the beaver pond below my dad's house. Okay, so I'm going to be crossing the brook that enters the water that goes into the beaver pond. So this is sort of like wetlands right here. So even a 10-minute walk will help improve your blood sugar levels and prevent spiking. And that's a really, really great tip. Okay, so if you have any struggles with blood sugar, exercise is the best thing. Okay, and walking also improves your sleep. It elevates your mood as well by decreasing depression and anxiety. So here's the brook that goes into the beaver pond. It's looking very low and slow at the moment. It's called Seymour River. It's like, it does become a bit bigger a few miles down the road as other brooks feed into it, right? So this is this is very close to the beginning of the Seymour River. Okay. Another thing that walking does is supports your cardiovascular health. And this is a really good one. Are you like mentally tired? Then walking supports cognitive functioning and mental alertness. And so then it boosts your mental health overall. So I just want to encourage you that if you're feeling stressed, if you have blood sugar issues, or you want to prevent having them in the future, if you struggle with sleep, if you are struggling with depression and anxiety, any cardiovascular issues, or if you're mentally foggy and need some more mental alertness, then embrace walking as part of your lifestyle. Now, I did run across an article that I'll include the link below too, that gives you a walking plan to get you started. And I thought it was great. It's like 4 days a week for the first week. Like you walk for a couple days for 15 minutes. You take a day off. You walk 2 more days for 15 minutes. And then on the 5th day, you add 5 minutes. So now you're 20 minutes. And then the next week, you do the same thing with 20-minute walks. You walk 4 days with rests in between for 20 minutes, and you add 5 minutes on the 5th day. And then the next week, you do the same thing. So you're just increasing by 5 minutes every week. So check out that walking schedule. And I really hope that you'll take advantage of what you have at your opportunity. If you don't have nature, okay, so there was a test about that. Let me look at my notes. There was a test that was done that urban walking wasn't as effective at lowering cholesterol as walking in the country, in the forest, in a park. So if there's any way you can get outside, that's the most beneficial. But if you can't, even walking in the mall. Now listen, okay, some people walk in the mall in Vermont because they don't like the cold. But the great thing about the cold, which is different than the heat, which I hate the heat, you can bundle up. You can buy warm gear. You can walk in the cold comfortably, especially if you get moving and walking along. So some people choose to walk in a mall. It's just not quite as effective at lowering your cortisol. Okay, so if you want to reduce your stress, go outside, be amongst the trees, bundle up if you need to. If you live in really, really hot weather, go really early in the morning, as early as you can, where it's cooler. I know I have friends that live in Florida, and that's what they do. They walk in the morning. Okay, I guess I've talked about walking enough. All right, this is Kathy from tunethetemple.com, and check out the links to the people those articles I referred to in the podcast. Okay, bye.